Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope that this video is finding you guys doing well. I had a pretty good weekend. I hope you guys did too. I actually made a video last night and I didn't particularly like it that much. I was uncertain about it, so I had my daughter watch it today and she did not even make it through it. She was quite bored with it and did not want to finish it. So I was like, yep, that's the answer I needed, that I need to redo the video. So here I am redoing the video, hoping that it turns out better this time. But this weekend, my family and I, we love to go to flea markets, and we haven't been able to do that in quite a while. So Saturday we went through, and of course my kids are looking for toys. Well, my oldest daughter was looking for clothes, and my younger ones were looking for toys. My husband looks at everything, and I was looking for books. And I came out with these two. This one is Running Target by Elizabeth Goddard. She is a pretty good author. Definitely, if you've not read her, you need to go read her. She's very good. And this one is Escaping the Wilderness by Carrie Stewart Parks. I really like her. She's one of my favorites. So if you've not read Elizabeth Goddard or Carrie Stewart Parks, definitely give them a try. You will not regret it at all. Last time I told you guys I was listening to a series that I have actually read plenty of times. I have all of the books. It's Dee Henderson. It's the O'Malley series. There's 4 of them right here. There's like 6 or 7 books in that series, and for the past about 3 weeks, I suppose I've been listening to them again. Whenever I'm cleaning or cooking or driving, I like to listen to books. It helps get through the folding clothes and doing the dishes and just driving down the road. But these books, I love Dee Henderson. She is just an amazing author. If you have not read the O'Malley series or any book by Dee Henderson, you've definitely got to pick one up. Give her a try. You will not regret it. Very, very, very good books. A couple weeks ago, I finished the book, The Bookshop of 99 Doors by Jamie Jo Wright. Man, this was an awesome book. I mean, absolutely awesome book. Yeah, it's another book that's quite confusing. It makes you try to figure out what in the world is going on. I like the way that Jamie Jo writes, because she does this whole like back in the past and then in the present, and you go back and forth. She is a very unique writer, and this was very, very good. If you've not read it, give it a try. It has a spooky edge to it that definitely gets you. It definitely gets you, but very good. Check it out. Now, Sunday night, I stayed up until 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning reading this book by Jessica R. Patch. I tell you, I was so into that book that I just could not sleep until I got to the end. I had to know what was going on. So I stayed up. I pushed it, had me some coffee, and read some books in silence. It was quite nice. My kids were asleep. My husband was asleep, and it was just me in the living room with a book and coffee. It was perfect. I loved it. Anyways, The Girl Upstairs by Jessica R. Patch. This book was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I loved it. Like, completely loved it. It was, I tell you, she can write fantastic anyways. I mean, she really has a great narrative, and then she brings in a lot of she makes it to where you can really see the scene. She's very good at describing things. And I'm telling you, man, that book was crazy awesome. I was thoroughly confused throughout the whole entire thing, from page 1 to the very end. I thought that I had some things figured out, and then it turns out I was terribly wrong. Well, in some instances, I did have some things kind of figured out, but I was not exactly right on any of it. You know, I was partially right, but not fully right. And I'm telling you, man, I don't like to say that books are the best books ever, because there are so many out there, and I have read so many books that I can't necessarily remember all of them, but this one has to be one of the best books I've ever read, hands down. I mean, she writes fantastic, but this book right here, The Girl Upstairs, I'm telling you, she was writing amazing, and this one just went sky high. She took her writing skills to a whole new level with this book, and it was fantastic. You know, and I love the fact that recently she's not just been writing just stories, she's been writing things that have a deeper meaning to it. And this one, with the story of Gwen and her life, you know, her history, her past, what she's going through now, and what she has to look forward to for her future, it really makes you think. And I'm not going to go into anything because I don't want to give any kind of spoilers. I want you guys to read this book. I want you to think about, in biblical standards, where the meaning could be, what it could be, I should say. And I just, man, that book was amazing, and it really does make you think, because Gwen, she kept secrets. You know, she had things hidden from herself, from her husband, from her friend. She never truly opened up to anybody because she was afraid. You know, she felt guilt over things, she felt shame over things, and she just kept so much hidden. Now here's the thing, how many of us go through life and we have things just hidden? You know, sins that we don't necessarily want people to know, or guilt or shame of things that the enemy or even our own flesh holds over our head to keep us bound. You know, Gwen had a box inside of her, you know, figuratively speaking. Don't we all have a box inside of us as well, that, like she, had everything hidden that we have hidden maybe from your own self, or hidden from the people around you. And I was looking around in the Bible, and I was searching up a verse that would be good to go along with the theme of the girl upstairs. And I came to the Bible verse, Luke chapter 8, verse 17. For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open. For Gwen, I really don't want to say anything that's going to, for us, let's just go with that. For us, we can't keep things concealed. It's not good, you know, for us to keep things concealed from ourselves, from our family, from the people around us, from anything. You know, it's you go around, you conceal everything, and you try to hide from it, and all it does is sits there and festers and gets worse and worse. The bondage that the enemy is able to put on you, or that your flesh is able to put on you, becomes stronger and stronger as you try to just hide from what may bring you guilt, bring you shame. You look around at the people around you and you think that they won't understand, or they'll leave you if they find this out. And the fact is, and the Bible is very clear about this, you can't keep things concealed. You don't need to. You need to have it open. And the reasoning is, God cannot bring that healing for you if you don't allow Him to open that box. To let what keeps you bound in that box, that keeps you bound, if you don't allow Him to open that box, then you will always be bound. And I loved the ending of that book, of The Girl Upstairs. It was a beautiful ending for her, for the character, for Gwen, the character. It was a great ending for her. And I just want to say to you, whatever it is that brings you guilt or shame or fear, don't sit there and hide from it. Let the Lord open that box. Let the Lord shine a light on it so that you can be healed. So that whatever it is that your flesh or the enemy holds over you, that it can't be there anymore. That the bondage, the chains will be loosed and be gone, so that you can freely worship the Lord and freely follow the Lord. That's all He that's all He wants for us, is He wants to bring us peace. You know, He wants to help us follow Him. And we try to hide, like Adam and Eve when they sinned. What do? They went and hid. What do? We go and hide. We bury what we don't want ourselves, God, or the people around us to see. And all it does is make things worse. Read that book. I'm telling you guys, you have to. And think about that. Think about the things hidden. Think about the biblical view of that while you're reading that. And see if you can see that theme. See if you can see how Jessica Arpach used that theme to bring light to the fact that what is hidden has to be brought to light, because you can never find freedom if you keep it bound, if you keep it hidden. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. You gotta read these books. I will see you guys next time. Bye.